Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This week's topic will be around actors. More specifically, one in particular actor who's been in the news for the past few months for two roles he got casted as recently. That actor is, of course, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt recently got the offer to voice not only Mario in the upcoming Super Mario movie, but also Garfield for the upcoming Garfield movie. And I have mixed feelings about this casting because, on one hand, I think he would make a great Garfield. I also don't believe he would make a good Mario, and I want to help explain my views on this thought process I have. So today's video is a simple argument both for and against Chris Pratt for being the voices of Garfield and Mario. Let's get started. First things first, the argument against Chris Pratt being Mario. So, first things first, the voice. The voice doesn't fit. I mean, all the memes that spawned from the announcement that Chris Pratt would be Mario, it kind of shows just how out of character this sort of casting is. But, I mean, point blank, the voice of Chris Pratt with Mario, it doesn't fit. Although there have been incidences of people being wrong that you casted this person as this character. The voice acting won't fit at all with the character. Most notably, the actor of Luke Skywalker voicing the Joker for Batman the Animated Series, and that turned out phenomenally for him. He was one of the most iconic voices of the Joker that franchise ever had. He really was. Second of all, this was also another prominent criticism of the casting of Chris Pratt. Charles Martinet, if I'm saying that correctly, I've never been able to say his last name properly. Charles Martinet wasn't picked, nor was he asked by Nintendo if he wanted to play the role of Mario in the upcoming movie. I don't exactly know what was going through Nintendo's head. A lot of people have straight up accused them of just picking big names and, flash and pizzazz Hollywood celebrities over people like Charles Nanette, who basically became a celebrity himself by voicing Mario all these years. But I can't really give this detailed explanation since we're never really going to know what went through Nintendo's head. But my personal conspiracy theory is that Charles Martinet, excuse me. He probably, at least in their eyes, maybe they were going to give him a rest, or maybe that they didn't think he somehow would fit the role of Mario, or maybe they're thinking of taking Mario as a whole in a new direction. Because you don't just release a Mario movie with Chris Pratt and Jack Black in it, and you go, this is a one-time thing. I feel like maybe they're going to do something with this cast of characters. I don't agree with the casting of Chris Pratt, not just because the voice doesn't fit, and this dude, who has been by Nintendo's side since the early to mid-90s, voicing Mario for decades on end, practically raising an entire generation worth of Nintendo fans, but he also doesn't fit Mario's personality. Chris Pratt's roles, for the most part, have been filled with one of two different types of characters. There are two different types of characters. The first one is the serious hero, the guy who does all the action. He gets ready to kick ass in kind of like what he did in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's getting ready to kick some ass. He's getting ready to shoot lasers at space demons. But in the other one, such as maybe say the Lego movie, he played a construction worker named Emmett, and it was a pretty lighthearted, it was still an action movie in a way, but it was mostly a slice of life action slash comedy type of movie. And he usually plays, when he's not playing serious characters, he usually plays more silly characters like Emmett. By this logic, though, Chris Pratt should be a perfect fit for Mario because, well, if he plays Emmett, who's a goofy, fun-loving guy who ends up turning into, the superhero, kind of like how Mario's a really goofy, fun-loving guy, who goes on super adventures. He goes on super action adventures. Not only could you argue that Pratt is up to the challenge of failing Mario's shoes, but he's also up to the task of accurately portraying the plumber. Again, you could make that argument, but for me personally, it's one of those things where when you've observed the Super Mario Bros. Franchise for, I guess, as long as many people. I personally haven't. I'm more of a Sonic fan more than anything, but if you've gone through the Super Mario Bros. Universe, everything from the original video games to the more advanced, more recent type of games, and their fun-loving nature, as well as his usual collaboration with Sonic every Winter Olympics, I believe it is. It still just doesn't feel right to cast Chris Pratt as Mario. Again, this is probably the weakest argument I could make of these three, because it's, you could easily turn the gun, you can easily turn the gun regarding this argument on me and start challenging me on to being more and more specific. And in a way, Pratt is probably more than capable of filling in Mario's shoes, but as far as if it fits, I don't think the shoe fits. I don't think he fits in Mario's shoes. I really don't. But I do know whose shoes he may be able to fit in, and that's our lovable orange talking cat, Garfield. So, unlike Mario, as we have just explained, Chris Pratt being drafted as the next Garfield makes a lot more sense. Here, let me give you a few reasons. So, first things first, the voice fits. Yeah, I say his voice fits. So, there's a video on YouTube, I think there's like 3 actually, 3 videos of people taking real sound bites of Chris Pratt's voice acting, and they insert it into these Garfield clips. It works really well. I don't know what else to say. I think it works well. And I don't think that, choosing or even considering Chris Pratt, again, unlike Mario, I don't think considering him, even if he didn't get the job, simply considering him was not a bad option. It's a very admirable one. I mean, again, Emmett from the Lego movie was, he was the usual, idiot turns into hero and gets the girl type of person. But admittedly, Garfield is a bit of an idiot. He's literally lazy. He eats lasagna all day. He annoys the shit out of John. I mean, he has the characteristics, or at least similar characteristics, to that of Emmett from the Lego movie. So, not only does his voice fit, but also he could, in my opinion, he has played characters similar to that of Garfield. Once again, Emmett from the Lego movie comes into play here. Besides his voice fitting Garfield's, or at least, theoretically his voice would fit the character of Garfield, as well as the fact he's played characters that are similar to Garfield in the past, I think that the next plausible reason why he should be given a chance at being the next Garfield is because he simply has good acting skills. Yeah, he just simply has good voice acting skills. I mean, he has good acting, as we all know from all those Guardians of the Galaxy movies that have been produced over the years, but when it comes to purely voice acting, he kills it. In my opinion, he kills it. Not to mention, his voice acting skills, in my opinion, and I mean this with sincerity, they can be so good that he could become the next permanent voice of Garfield. And I would not mind. I would not object to that at all. I believe that he deserves a shot at not just being the next Garfield, but if he gets a positive reception, I don't remember who currently owns Garfield. Again, this will probably be in post-production as far as who owns Garfield now. But whoever they are, if he gets a very, very positive reception, they need to ask him if he would like to basically become the new voice of Garfield. And I think he should easily say yes. Who would turn down the opportunity to voice America's favorite orange talking cat? Alright, Chris Pratt definitely shouldn't. That's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I mean, that's really all I have to say. Give Chris Pratt a chance at being Garfield. don't give him a chance of being Mario. I just can't envision him actually being Mario. Although Jack Black, as funny as it is, Jack Black would have been probably a better choice if they really wanted him in the Mario movie. I don't know how Jack Black could be Bowser. But, yeah, give Chris Pratt a chance at being Garfield. Don't give him a chance at Mario. Alright, Nintendo, make the right decision here. That's all for today's video. I will see you guys next Saturday. And that's about it. Have a good night.